Okay, we've all been there, right? You're staring at a huge list of search results, or maybe pages and pages of articles, and just navigating it all feels like a chore. Well, today, we're diving into a UI component that's built to solve exactly that problem, B4XDaisyPagination. Let's get into it.
So, here's the plan. We'll start with the basics, what pagination even is. Then we'll get our hands dirty looking at how to customize the component's size and its interactive state. After that, we'll check out some really cool navigation controls, add a little visual flair with shadows, and finally, we'll see how this all comes together into one super flexible toolkit.
So what is pagination, really? At its heart, it's a super simple but really powerful idea. It's all about taking a massive amount of content and just breaking it down into smaller, much more manageable chunks, or pages.
What that really means for a user is creating a clear path. It lets them move through content one step at a time, which is way less overwhelming than some endless scroll. And you know what? It also gives them a sense of place. They know exactly where they are in the bigger picture.
All right, now that we've got that foundation, let's see how the B4XDaisyPagination component makes putting this into practice not only easy, but also really customizable. First things first, let's talk about the absolute basics, controlling how big the component looks and handling its interactive state. This is the first thing your user is going to see and touch.
And just look at how flexible it is right out of the gate. You can see 5 totally distinct sizes here. So you might go for that extra small or small version if you're building a really compact, data-heavy interface. But for a mobile app, those large and extra large sizes are perfect for touchscreens.
And the best part? It's so simple to implement. This is all controlled by just one property called size. You just feed it one of these 5 values, XS, all the way to XL, and that's it. It even defaults to medium, so you've got a great starting point right away.
Now you might have also spotted that grayed out button. That's the disabled state. It's handled by a simple on-off property called, you guessed it, disabled. Toggling that is crucial visual feedback. It tells the user, hey, you can't click this right now, which avoids a ton of confusion.
Okay, numbered pages are a solid start, but let's be honest, a really great user experience needs more direct controls. So let's see how we can level this up by adding some dedicated navigation buttons. Check this out. On the left, you've got your standard numbered buttons, but on the right, boom! The same component now has those handy previous and next arrows. This is a huge usability win, and you get it just by flipping a single switch called Show Prev Next. But what if your user needs to jump from page 2 to page 200? The component has us covered there too. The property list gives us a hint with this very clear description, show first/last navigation buttons.
And here they are in action. See those double arrow icons? Those are one-click shortcuts to the very beginning or the very end. This is an absolute lifesaver when you're dealing with huge data sets. And no surprise, this is also enabled with one simple property, show first last.
So, we've nailed the size and the functionality. But modern UI design is also about looking good, right? It's about the aesthetics. So now, let's see how we can add a bit of depth and polish to make this component really shine.
Take a close look at section 6 in this shot. You see that subtle shadow underneath the buttons? It's a small detail, I know, but it gives the interface this layered feel, like the component is actually lifting off the page. It just feels more premium, and there are several variants to get the look just right.
And of course, controlling this is super easy. It's all handled by a single shadow property. You can go with none for a modern, flat look, or you can pick from 4 different sizes to get the perfect amount of depth.
We have covered a lot of ground, haven't we? We've gone from the very basics of sizing all the way to advanced navigation and styling. So let's pull all this together and look at what makes this such a powerful toolkit.
Let's do a quick recap of the highlights. You have complete control over the size. You can flick the Show Prev Next and Show First Last buttons on or off with simple flags. You can add that slick depth with the shadow property, and of course, you can manage the whole thing's state with disabled.
And that's the real magic here. It's not just about any one feature. It's about how all these simple properties work together. You can mix and match them to create a huge touch-friendly navigation bar for a mobile app, or a tiny, flat, numbers-only component for a crowded desktop screen, all from the same component.
So you see, the B4XDaisyPagination component isn't just a handful of buttons. It's a really flexible framework for building the exact navigation experience your users need. The only real question left is, with this much control, what are you going to build?